Hey everyone, this is Kim from Paranormally Yours, and today's book review is on Retribution by Shana Figueroa. I hope that's how you pronounce it, but here is the book cover. And it is book 2 of the Valentine Shepherd series. And so if you have not read book 1 yet, you may not want to watch my review because there probably will be spoilers for you. So, just to give you like a background of what the book is about, it's about Valentine Shepherd, and she is a private investigator. She works with her best friend Stacy, and Valentine can see the future. Her ability is only activated when she is on the brink of an orgasm. So it is a paranormal mystery thriller because of the psychic aspect of it. And in Val's world, for the most part, she believes that she is the only one of her kind. She's never come across anybody else who can see the future, and she has a complicated friendship with her best friend Stacy. They've known each other since school, and apparently Stacy is a lesbian, and they had a very brief romantic relationship back in high school, and I think it morphed more into her just wanting to experience the orgasms to see the future, and not so much that she was a lesbian herself and wanted to be in a relationship with a woman. So, but they are still best friends. They don't any longer have any sexual relationship with one another. And so that is the premise of the story. She can see the future, and she's a private investigator, and she used to be in the military. So in this book, it picks up a few months later after book 1, where she had broken off her relationship with Max. Max is a billionaire who was accused of killing his father in book 1, and that's how she met him. And it's like this whole twisted kind of background thing. So you really do need to read book 1 if you have not read it yet before you read book 2. It is a continuing storyline with Val and Max. And like I said, if you have not read book 1, do not listen to my review then, because I will be giving spoilers. So Val broke up with Max after seeing their future. She did not tell Max what she saw at first, and then when they got involved, she then revealed to him, and they she was more afraid of the heartbreak that they would see in their future than the heartbreak that she would deal with now breaking up with him. So this kind of got her depressed, and she went into drinking more, and she also started sleeping with Sten, I think is how you pronounce it, Sten. He was in the military with her, and now he's a cop, and needless to say, he's not a good cop. He's like I wouldn't go as far as saying dirty cop, but you know, he does do things that he shouldn't be doing. So anyway, they have a sordid past. Their breakup wasn't very good, and also he had done some pretty terrible things to her and Max in book 1. So the fact that she gets back together with Sten is a little disturbing. And so a woman comes in and wants to hire her to find her missing daughter, Margaret. The police aren't helping, and she has no idea what happened to her. And so when she launches into that investigation, she turns up some pretty disturbing facts about Margaret and what she was into, and she then goes and gets Max involved. She was really hesitant to ask him for help and to get him pulled back in, especially because of the way she still feels about him. and the fact that he is now engaged to a rich princess type woman. So she bites the bullet and she goes and asks Max, and he agrees. He agrees a little reluctantly because he still has really strong feelings for her as well and doesn't want to put himself in the position of getting hurt by her again. So then they start working on the case together, but kind of separately, but together. So they really, the storyline is really dark. There's some pretty horrible stuff that goes on during her investigation to Val that really would break any other kind of character, but she has a really strong, determined type of personality, and especially when it comes to bad people, she really wants justice served, and she will go to the end of the earth to get the people that are doing bad things. So that's pretty much the story right there. Her investigation into this missing girl just throws her into this whole mess of shit that she wasn't expecting. And it gets her back together, well, not back together as in a couple, but it gets her back to speaking with and working with Max again, and this unexpected relationship that starts developing between her and Sten. Excuse me. So they, Sten is all about just the booty call with her, and at first, and then he begins to start helping her and start giving her information that he probably shouldn't be because he's working for the enemy. There is a faction that is trying to control Val's life because there are others like her, and they know her abilities and they know the power that she holds, so they are trying to manipulate things around her in her life to get her to do what they want without her knowing it. And Sten is part of that organization. He takes orders from them, and he slowly but surely starts leaking information to her about things to help her hone in on her visions better, because they're kind of random. If she doesn't focus on something particular, someone in particular, they will just kind of go all over the place, and usually she just sees like the end of the world kind of stuff. So it was really interesting to see Sten helping her in that capacity, and then actually exacting revenge for her on her behalf for what had happened to her early on in this book, which I'm not going to tell you because that would be a big spoiler. But anyway, so yeah, the whole idea is to bring her and Max back together again, because they are supposed to do something together that will benefit the secret faction behind people like her. And just a bunch of really fucked up shit happens. That's all I gotta say. It's like I said, it is really dark. If you are squeamish about any type of violence against women or anything to that nature, you probably don't want to read this book then. We don't go into detail about certain things. It's just mentioned, and this is what happened. So the actual acts don't go into detail, which is nice because I normally don't like to read really horrible stuff. So yeah. And Shana is, she has a military background as well, the author, and she just, I mean, the writing is just phenomenal for someone that I've never heard of. I don't even know. I think this is like her first books. She's really super sweet, and I love her books to death. They are so detailed and so gritty, and the plot twist just blew me away. I was not expecting the ending. And the same thing happened to me in the first book. I mean, I was like, wow. I was not even, I didn't even see it coming, what was going to happen. So yeah, that is it, my review on the book. I did give it 5 fangs because it was super duper great. And I will put the links to the author and the book in the comments below, and I will also link my written review on the blog as well. And so, and I would also like to give a shout out to my fellow vlogger, Lena Carmona. She runs the Artsy Book Lovin' Sisters blog on Facebook, and they are now doing video reviews as well. And I will put a link to their Facebook page for you so that you can start following them as well. Check them out. They're 2 great sisters that live in Texas, and they're super cute together and really nice. So if you ever need some help with promoting your book or book reviews or anything of that nature, just give them a holler and they will get back to you right away. So I'll put a link to their Facebook page as well. So if you like my review, like my blog, like anything about me at all, like, comment, and share this video, please. And then until next time, have a great week. Bye.